The real saltiness and true source of light. In Matthew chapter 5 verses 13 to 16, Jesus uses two metaphors of salt and light to tell that his disciples are the salt of the earth and the light of the world. It's not easy for a salt to lose its saltiness. Chemists are pretty sure that sodium chloride, NaCl, which we usually call common salt, is a pretty stable compound. Yet, Jesus speaks of a highly improbable condition when salt loses its saltiness. He also speaks of a rather unusual situation of keeping the lighted lamps under the bushel baskets. In case of a salt to lose its saltiness, its chemical composition itself should be altered. Chemists do this by electrolysis process, that is, by passing an external current supply to break its strong chemical bond. So, while addressing his disciples as the salt of the earth, Jesus tells that there is a strong inherent bond binding the disciple with the Christ indwelling in him. What is the real saltiness? Or what is it makes salt the salt? If disciple is the salt, then the saltiness is the indwelling presence of Christ, or the Christness in him. In a similar manner, when Jesus tells that his disciples are the light of the world, let's ask this question: who is the real light? Is the disciple himself the light, or is he obtaining light from some other source so that he may radiate it to others? While looking into the Gospels, we see in John chapter 8 verse 12, Jesus says, "I am the light of the world." Ephesians 5:8 reads, "For once you were darkness, but now in the Lord you are light." So, the true source of light is the Christ indwelling in each disciple. Therefore, if we hide the lighted lamps under the bushel baskets, then we are hiding the true source of light, Jesus Christ himself. Of course, when Jesus Christ tells that his disciples are the salt and the light, he wants them to add flavor to the world and shine before others. But there is a danger. The danger is this: when a disciple thinks that he himself is the one who makes him the salt and the light, then he is going to land in great trouble. I is infused in and Jesus is expelled. Then, as Gospel says, we are either trampled underfoot or hid under some kind of bushel baskets. What all charity we do, what all values we proclaim, what all good deeds we undertake, what all gospels we proclaim, will always be trampled by others, be it agnostics, atheists, media, or even the large good charitable deeds done by the church or the religious congregation will always be covered under some kind of bushel baskets so that it may not be visible to others. We will always be scrutinized and criticized for even our good and charitable acts. So, what shall I be aware of? I shall be consciously aware that it is not any of my capabilities, my talents, my marks, my skills that makes me the salt and the light, but the real saltiness and the true source of light who resides within me, Lord Jesus Christ himself. Hence, it is futile to boast on any of my capabilities and talents, for the real saltiness and light is Christ and Christ alone. Let's pray. Lord, give me the humility to accept that your presence within me is what makes me the salt and the light. May God bless us all.